finish up the second batch. Okay, and by the time that's done, we now have the Lithobreaker, which in a lot of ways is sort of the bigger, meaner cousin of the orbital mechanic from a couple of weeks ago. A lot of the time you'll find both of them serving on the same ship, and mostly because they fill kind of opposite functions. The orbital mechanic is for spaceship repairs, the Lithobreaker is for asteroid cleanup, effectively. Large ships will occasionally send a couple of these out ahead to break up and occasionally relocate asteroids if they happen to be passing through a particularly dense region. A dense region, of course, is anywhere with more than about 3. So, build-wise, yeah, they started out as basically, what if I built a bigger version of the orbital mechanic that had 4 set of limbs with more usable posability. And it ended up with something that, yeah, I'd say about fits the bill. I can get some really nice dynamic poses out of this one. But yeah, the butt plate isn't the sturdiest connection, but at the same time it's kind of braced at the top, so unless you hit it from the bottom, it's pretty much fine. Piloting isn't really as secure as the orbital mechanic, but at the same time, this is in theory much safer work, because you're not around malfunctioning spaceships, you're around big rocks, the trajectory of which is already known, so it's a lot easier to kind of maneuver out of the way of the big stuff. So, here it is alongside last week's build, the Von Beck, and I like how these two look together. They're like one of the larger mechs that I built from this set, and like one of the heavier vehicles. Or at least one of the vehicles that kind of feels like it has the most mass. Yeah, there's not a lot of spare parts left over from either of these. And yeah, they both set out pretty much to both just pretty much do what they set out to accomplish, whether it's win the Olympus Dakar or move and or break some big rocks. So then, next up is the instructions for this guy, and also going up tonight is the instructions for the last 7 builds, seeing as it was part of a 7 builds in 7 days challenge that I set, which, totally recommended. Cannot recommend that enough, especially with this set. It's just a good experience, Anyway, I'll see you next week, where we get on to the first of the really good builds from round 3, because it turns out that when I'm scraping the barrel, I do my best work. Go to instructions.